So guys, okay, so that's why let's go and import sklearn dot linear models. Okay, dot linear model, and from here we will have to import the logistic regression. Okay, okay, logistic regression. Now guys, I just wanted to show you the some shortcut for this. Okay, pyplot is not the sub library, is the one module in the matplotlib. With the help of pyplot you will be able to draw the plots, okay, with the very less code, right? So that's why we will be using that particular matplotlib. Okay, dot pyplot. Now second thing is that if you see the if you wanted to import some particular, let's say, module, okay, or the model from the library, so what you can do is you can simply, if you wanted to sometimes like there are a lot of algorithms are there, lot of models are there, and we don't know, like the sometimes we just forget that particular model that we wanna import in that particular case. So what we can do over here is, so sklearn, we can simply after dot, okay, like right, we wanna go with the linear models as we know, so we can simply use the tab. Okay, if press the tab and you will see that, okay, see here I use the tab. Okay, and now here you can see that the so many all the modules which are there in the sklearn. See, are you able to see this? Just use the tab, right? So my aim is to import the linear model, right? Right. So here I'm gonna import. Okay, so this is the from, I guess, not the, okay, from sklearn dot linear model import, which one? The, again, logistic regression, like, right? So just press the tab over here and you will get the all the list, right? Logistic regression. So here you can see that you will be able to go with this thing, logistic regression, right? So this is how you can import the the model from the library. So sometimes you will find that the for the names logistic regression, you will find that the L is capital, R is capital. Okay, sometimes you are getting some error. Okay, let's say you just go with the lowercase. All this word is in the lowercase, and if you go with this thing, so it will definitely throw an error, right? And what will be the error? Logistic regression is not defined. Okay, in this particular library, right? This is not a regularization technique. Okay, this is a cross validation. If you wanted to explore your most of the data, so at that time you can use this. That is nothing but a sampling technique, one of the sampling technique, you can say, right? Cross validation, so which means that you will be getting, okay, let's say if you go with a cross validation 5, so which means that, okay, the model will automatically split your data into the 5 parts, right? And after that 5 parts, it will take the first 4 part into the train, okay, and last part into the test. So it will build the model by using the first 4 part and the predict the model by using the last part. In the same wise, it will again the revise your model, like it will take the first 3 and the last 1 part in the model for the training, and the fourth part as the testing. So likewise it will give you the 5 accuracies. Okay, so which accuracy is better? Okay, so you can, okay, if someone, okay, some give you the accuracy more than 90%, so you can simply take that instead of taking the any other samples, right? So that is the thing. So guys, let us go ahead with this, and after this guys, see, okay, first thing is that, okay, we are, okay, using this particular thing, this two library. First library is to read the data and pre-processing it. Second library is to, let's say, create the arrays, numpy arrays, okay, and doing some statistical analysis, right? Then third library is to is for the data visualization, right? And fourth library is for the building the model. Okay, and what else is remaining? After building the model, we need to evaluate the model, right? So for evaluating the model, okay, we need to import the evaluation matrices, right? So here we will be importing the evaluation matrices. Let's go with the sklearn, right? Dot, here you can see, okay, we will be talking about the matrix. We will be talking about the matrix. Okay, I'll be showing you how you can do this thing. That's why. Okay, import sklearn dot matrix. Okay, and from sklearn dot matrix import, not the capital, import. The first is nothing but the confusion matrix. You know, the confusion matrix you can see over here, right? And second one, I just wanted to import the classification report, right? So I can show you the, you know, that report, so which can define the how strong your model is by using the different evaluation matrices like accuracy, F1 score, precision, recall, right? So guys, let us go ahead and import these libraries. Let's go and execute this particular cell. Okay, let's run this cell. After this, let's go and import this particular they read the data. Okay, now here, instead of reading the data, what we are doing is we are simply creating a sample data. Okay, we are creating a sample data which is very small data, I can say. Okay, so what I can do is, okay, I'll be using the X data. Okay, this is my the independent feature, I can say. And I'll be using the NumPy library for creating the data, and I'll be using the np.arrange the 10, which means that it will arrange the the 0, 1, 2 up to 9 values. Okay, and I'll be reshaping it. Okay, I'll be reshaping it into the -1 to 1, which means that, okay, if we simply go with the np.arrange 10, so you will get the data in row. Okay, if you reshape it like this, so you will get the data in as the column. Okay, so again, see here, npy has no attribute arrange, so I'll have to go with the arrange. Okay, not the 2 hours, right? Then let's you know create a y data, right? np dot array. Okay, and here you will see that I'll be adding the list of my classes. Yeah, so here, as we know, we just created a 10 values in the X data. So here also I'll have to create the 10 values. So as we know, okay, here in the Y column, okay, Y column is nothing but my target column. Okay, so here you will see that I'll be adding the 10 labels in, okay, either 0 and 1. So here you will see that the 4 labels are 0 and 6 labels are 1. Okay, so this is the thing. So here you can see that if you go with the X, so this is my X. Okay, this is my X. If you wanted to see the Y, this is my Y, right? This is my Y. Now you can see that, okay, it has a single singular list, you will see, and then comma. Okay, so that is the that is why I did the reshape over here. Okay, and here you will see that this is the single list. Okay, and here inside the list you will see that the singular list. Okay, so that is thing. Now here you can see that the second output. Okay, second row you can see. So if you see that the probability of this, okay, 0.62 is greater than probability of 37, right? Probability of 37. So we can simply say that probability, okay, of this is greater than this. So which means that, okay, we got the class 0 as my prediction, right? So here, we'll have to, compare these two probabilities. There is no threshold value for this. right? We will have to compare this thing. Okay, if this probability is greater than this probability, then you can simply put prediction 0. Okay, and let's say, okay, here you can see that the last row. So okay, so this probability is less than this, because this probability is 0.97, so which means that this is the probability of class 1. So you can say that just make the prediction as class 1. What is the problem here? We are trying to solve the problem of two class classification, isn't it? Right? So if we have the two class classification, we'll get the probabilities only two. Okay, either for class 0 or for class 1. If we have the 4 class, you will get the 4 columns. If you have the 10 class, you will get the 10 columns, right? So how many columns you have, okay, how many classes you have in your problem, these many columns you will get, and you will have to compare this much, okay, this many probability. Let's say you have the 10 columns in your one row, so you will have to compare the 10 probabilities, and whichever probability is highest, you can make the prediction as that particular class, right? As that particular class. So that is the thing over here. Okay, so first column is referred to as a class 0 if the probability in that particular column is greater than the probability from this particular column 2. So which means that, okay, your class 0 is your correct prediction, right? So here for the first three values, for the first three rows, you will see that probability value for, okay, in the first column is greater than the probability values in the second column, which means that you will get the first three values, the predicted values, as the class 0. Okay, and you will find that from the fourth row to the last row, you will find that, okay, the first column's probability value are the less than to the probability values in the second column, you will see. Okay, so you will get the probability, predicted values are nothing but the one for starting from, okay, for the row 4 to the last row, which means from the 4th position to the 10th position. Okay, there are multiple ways to find out the accuracy. So first thing, you can find out the accuracy like this. Okay, just the model dot score is nothing but the accuracy for this, your X data and your Y data, and you can see that your accuracy is going to be the 0.9. Like if we have the 4 classes, so at that time you will have to, you will have to check that particular row. Okay, because here we will be checking according to rows, not the how many columns are there. Let's say there are 4 classes. Now you will find that there will be 4 columns, okay, if you go with the predict probability, and you will have to, go with the rows to understand this, to make the predictions about either 0, 1, 2 and 3, because there are 4 classes, right? So starting with 0, then 1 class, 2 class, 3 class, means total 4 class are there, right? So you will have to compare the 4 probabilities in the 4 columns in the first row first. Okay, and which probability is showing a, highest probability in between those 4 probability, that probability, okay, that class will be the predicted class, right? Okay, now this is my accuracy. Now second thing is that I just wanted to find out the confusion matrix. So this is my confusion matrix, right? So guys, let me make it markdown cell for this, and let me explain the confusion matrix over here. Okay, explanation of confusion matrix, right? So here you can see that in the confusion matrix, see, this is a 2 class classification problem, right? How many classes are there? Okay, only 2 classes, 0 and 1 class is there, right? So that's why you will get the confusion matrix as a 2 cross 2, right? As a 2 cross 2. So here you will see that, okay, let's say this is the confusion matrix. Okay, this is very important, guys, because in the name itself you will see that the confusion name is there, so it's very confusing. Okay, so we'll have to focus for this particular thing. Okay, so first thing is going to be the three value is there, right? First thing is going to be the three value is there. So we can say that, okay, the three value is nothing but the true negative. Okay, true negative. So in my confusion matrix you will see that the 3106, right? This is my confusion matrix. Okay, so this is my confusion matrix. 3106, right? Am I right? See, 3106 is there, right? So here you can see that, okay, usually in Python you will get the confusion matrix like this, true negative. Okay, why true negative? Because, okay, this is my confusion matrix. Okay, this is going to be the true negative, this is going to be the true positive. Okay, and here you will see that this is class 0, this is class 1, this is class 0, this is class 1. Okay, and this is going to be the the incorrect prediction. So this is going to be the false positive and this is going to be the false negative. Okay, we'll be coming to this particular point. Okay, now let us talk about the true negative. Here we got the value as a true negative equal to 3. What does this mean? So for that, let me show you the original y data. Okay, my, okay, let's guys see in my original y data, in my original target you will find that the 40 and 61, sorry, in my y data you will find that the 40 and then 61 is there, right? And okay, let me write it over here. Okay, in my original y, the actual y, I can say actual y is there, you will find that the 0 0 0 0, 4 zeros and then 1 1 1 1 1 1, total 6 ones are there. But in the predicted y you will find that, okay, in the prediction you will find that only 3 zeros are here and then 7 1 are here. So let me go over here, okay, and write the 30, okay, and 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, so this is the case. Now let's compare it, let's compare the actual y values with the predicted one. Okay, let's compare this thing, right? So here in the true negative, okay, true negative means okay, the class 0, positive means class 1. Now here you can see that in the actual y you will find that the first 3 zeros will be, okay, first 4 zeros, okay, first 4 values are 0, but here in the predicted you will find that only 3. So if you compare with the 3, so you will find that, okay, these 3 are the, out of 4 negative classes you will find that the only 3 correct predictions are here, right? So this value is the, we can say that the correct negative prediction. So guys, what about next? We have the false positive. Now here you can see that my false positive is 1. Okay, so here you can see that, okay, the next one, okay, total how many negative classes are here? 4 na. So 3 are the, okay, 3 got the correct prediction, right? But for the fourth one there is incorrect prediction, right? So we can say that this is going to be the incorrect negative prediction. Incorrect negative prediction. Okay, so false positive, which means that, okay, this positive, okay, this one class here, you can see this one class is false. Okay, this one class is false, right? That's why false positive is that one is stands for positive, so that's why false positive is this. Okay, now what about next, false negative? Okay, you will find that the false negative value is 0, right? So which means that, okay, here you will find that, okay, actually we have the 6 positive classes value, right? But here, okay, we got the predicted values for all the 6 as the class 1, which means that this, for all the positive classes, you will find that the correct prediction, right? For all the 1 value, you will get the predicted value as the 1, right? So that is nothing but the correct prediction for your positive class. But here we don't find any, incorrect prediction for our 1 class. That's why the value is 0 here over here, right? So here you can say incorrect negative class, positive class, right? Incorrect positive prediction. Okay, and lastly we have the true positive. The value for true positive is 6. So this is my true positive 6. So here you can find that, okay, the actual y values, the actual positive values are 6 values. Total ones, how many ones are there? 6 ones are there. Okay, and the how many predictions are there for ones? Okay, you will find that here 6 1 value are there, but the total 7 ones are there, because here one, okay, the extra one is for this particular 0 class, right? Okay, and the, then another 6 1 classes which are the predicted one, these are nothing but the correct prediction for the actual 1 classes. So that is why you will see that the 6, which is nothing but the true positive, right? So here you can see correct positive prediction. So in the name itself you will find that there is a confusion word is there. Okay, so don't try to be, don't confuse in that particular matrix. Okay, because there are only, okay, if we talk about the only 2 classes, so you will find that the confusion matrix, okay, of order 2 class 2. Okay, if there is a confusion matrix of, let's say, let's say we have the, okay, the 10 classes like this, so at that time our confusion matrix will be 10 cross 10, right? But here our case is only 2 classes are there, 0 and 1. So that's why our confusion matrix is 2 cross 2, and it is very simple to understand. Guys, understanding is very much important. Okay, only the understanding is there. Okay, if you know the what confusion matrix is, what these values are, okay, then it will be very easy, okay, to understand all about the confusion matrix, okay, and the upcoming evaluation matrix, which is nothing but the classification report, right? So in the classification report you will see that accuracy, F1 score, precision, and recall. Okay, so let us go and calculate that as well. Okay, so if you are, missing some concept, so because see, when I'm coding, so at that time, I'm just writing the code, nothing else. Okay, when I'm explaining something, so which means that, I'm not doing the coding at that time. Yes, yes, absolutely. Sometimes it might be, difficult to, do the coding as well as, understand the explanation as well. But it will be very helpful for you, right? like in the first it will be difficult to understand this, both the things here, understand the concept as well as do the coding, right? Yeah, the beginning part of the today's class is just the introduction about the what classification algorithms are and why we are using the classification algorithm. That's about it. So if you missed it, don't worry. Okay, the recordings will be there on YouTube, but I know why, but it is uh, generally it will take 2 to 3 days to upload the recordings on YouTube, but I don't know why they are not uploading. Definitely you will get the I'll discuss with my team and then get back with you. So I'll tell you what is what is the problem. So guys, uh, let us understand the classification report. Okay, this is the code of classification report. This is the one line code. You can see, okay, I got the classification report which is which is not in a proper format. Okay, so for that what I can do is I can simply use the print. Okay, now you can see. Okay, so here we got the how many things? We got the precision. Okay, we'll talk about that. What is precision? We'll talk about the recall. Okay, we'll also talk about the F1 score. We'll talk about the support. We'll talk about the accuracy. Okay, and these are the macro average. These are the weighted average. Okay, these are the not important thing I can say. Okay, we will be talking about the accuracy, the F1 score, precision, recall, and support. Okay, so the start with the simplest one, right? First, start with the simplest one. As we know, guys, what is support? Okay, so for that, how many data points are there in my data set? As we know, there are total 10 data points are here in my data set, right? So you will see that just 4 plus 6 equal to 10, right? So here you will see that, okay, in my Y, how many zeros are there? Okay, how many zeros are there? 4. How many ones are there? 6. So that's you will see over here. Okay. How many class 0 values are there? 4. How many class 1 values are there? 6. Okay. So this is the support. Support is nothing but the number of observation from the class 0 and the number of observation from the class 1. Understood this term support? Now let's go ahead with the accuracy. What is accuracy? Like I know guys, you all know about the accuracy. Okay, let us assume that all of you know about the accuracy. So what is accuracy?